somebody asked a question at one of our educational events, and what they had asked was, well, how do you identify what goes in that red risk bucket?
Yeah.
And I said, it's very, very simple. If it goes up in value or down in value, it goes in that red bucket. You know, because a lot of times you'll hear people say, come in from the big box, and they say, well, I have a diversified strategy. I got stocks, bonds. So I started naming some things. Yeah. Okay, let's identify if it goes in that red bucket. Do stocks go up in value or down in value? Yes. Mutual funds? Yes. Bonds? No. So a lot of folks in the crowd said that bonds do not go down in value. Well, you could make a case for an individual bond, but most people do not buy individual bonds. Most people buy bond funds. And so if you look at a diversified strategy, like a few years back in 2022, they followed each other down, stocks and bonds.
Because they used to do this.
Yeah, they used to be non-correlated.
Gotcha. Right. Now they are.
They correlate a lot now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we saw bonds lose 15, 18%.
Yeah.
A lot of funds in 2022. So that is not a safe strategy. Once again, that is a commission income structure if that is considered your safe money as part of your plan. Yep. So our strategy is very, very simple. To Brian's point, we use that pension bucket and build pure certainty or guarantees of some sort.
And the way I like to look at that pension bucket is really simple. Do we insure our cars?
Yes.
Do we insure our homes?
Yes.
Do we insure our health?
Yes.
You get the point, right?
Yeah.
Why would we not insure the most important thing we're all going to need, and that's guaranteed monthly income? Because the only few choices you have to try to generate cash flow is you can use the market, but you're going to be at the mercy of whether it's up or down. Right. And then there's no guarantee of whether or not you're going to have money or not have money later on in life. You could buy real estate and you could rent properties, but do you really want to be a landlord at this point in your life?
Right.
Because that's not freedom.
No.
Right? And now you're going to be answering calls in the middle of the night about water heaters or roofs or whatever for a little bit of income. Yeah. I mean, basically an annuity, an income annuity. People have to understand it is not an investment. It's an insurance policy.
A contract.
It's a contract that says, you give me this money, I will pay you and your spouse this money for the rest of your life, guaranteed, even if the balance goes to zero. You know, we have a firm that we work very closely with out of Maryland, and they just shared a letter with me of a client of theirs that their annuity just went to zero. And they got the letter from the insurance company. It says, you know, your annuity balance has gone to zero. The insurance component of the annuity has kicked in, and we will continue to pay you the income until the day that you die.
Wow.
Right. I mean, so
that's a win.
It's a win. And, you know, we took a stance on annuities because when I learned about them 25 years ago, Rebecca, I couldn't believe that they weren't being used.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, this is the most underutilized tool ever in financial planning. Right. And so when I'm talking about annuities, a lot of people are under the impression like, well, this guy just sells annuities. No, we're a comprehensive fiduciary firm. Yeah. I can do anything I want, but I am not going to put you or your family in a situation to where I've got to come to you in 3 years and go, look, I know we've been taking 30 grand out of this market account, but it hasn't done what we thought it was going to do, and I need you to stop.
Right.
How's that going to feel?
Stop paying yourself.
What's that conversation going to feel like for me, for them? That's not going to be very good. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to go, we need to find another advisor.
Sure.
I want to build a plan for people that I know that if the market drops 50%, I say, keep living your life. That's why I want you to go to onthemoneyoffer.com right now. Drop whatever the heck you're doing. Your coffee, your cup, eating, newspaper, whatever it is, scan the QR code, start by getting a copy of the book. The book is such a simple read. I call it an airplane read. Why? Because 2-hour flight, you could be done with this book. But it is packed with information to give you the certainty and confidence to build a plan, to ask the right questions, to understand, to start to wrap your mind around how this is really done. Again, onthemoneyoffer.com or call 888-382-1298. The team is standing by to schedule your complimentary retirement session today. Go to onthemoneyoffer.com right now or call 888-382-1298 to schedule your complimentary retirement session.